Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. The Estadio do Dragão in Porto, distinctive in so many ways by comparison with its Lisbon rivals. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs and potentially two runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally it can get the numbers back into your own.
And that gets things running. Esposito. Zappa. Lobs it in gently. That'll be a throw-in. Played into the middle, and a header! He scored! And Cagliari take the lead. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Cagliari have an early lead. Good start. Nico Verdi. De Cunha. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Zappa. And now the breakaway. Verdi. That's sprayed out wide. Rob. Zappa. That's been drilled forward. Nico. Verdi. De Cunha. Peroni. Como are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, the task is obviously a lot tougher, and they can't afford to waste time feeling sorry for themselves. The correct response is greater focus and work rate now, and especially avoiding another goal.
Now can hits one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Nico. Peroni. Como already trailing, and we've barely begun. And here's Morata. Morata plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Looking for support. Plenty waiting in the middle. Keeper seated all the way. Nico. Peroni. Como are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Shot a goal! It's in!
Now, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Como grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Rog. Rog has a look and plays it in. Tries lifting it over. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Hoists it forward. Verdi. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Goes long. Cleared without complication. Gaetano did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And it's played forward. He's got options out wide. Gets away from his opponents. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Gaetano.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Cunha. Deftly done. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Cunha! Goal! Como! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
And that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Como take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Peroni. Tries to get it forward quickly. Verdi. He's in! Chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Back. Pumps it into the area. That's too far for anyone. Peroni. Verdi. Peroni. Forward it goes. Rob. Lovely bit of skill. Zappa. Played out to the right. Up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Brings the first half to a close. Como come roaring back in quite some style. What a very different game now. So there was the first half.
They'll go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Como head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're already into the second period. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Nico. Cunha gets it back. Now the cross. And that has been clubbed away. Rob. And that's a throw. Cagliari are making a change now. Luperto. Rob. Mina gets into a dangerous position. And the finish! It's there! Cagliari back in business. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
Verdi. He's in, surely! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Beautifully done. And he heaves it forward. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Nico hoists it forward.
Morata really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looks to clip it forward. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Verdi. Mina needs to locate someone up front. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nico Vicuña, a scorer already in the game. Peroni. Gets the better of his man. Verdi, he's gone for it! Been levered clear. Gaetano. Finds him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Mina is there to heave it away. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gaetano floats one over.
Cagliari merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
De Cunha. Nico. De Cunha. Nico loses his balance and loses the ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's got the ball glued to it. Real chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Cagliari have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Receives it in a good position. Morata proving impossible to wrestle off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Verdi. Can get that clear. And it's been taken straight back. Verdi. 5 minutes left on the clock.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Tries to dink it in.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Looks to dink one in. Fence has got rid of that. Cagliari to make one last surge forward. 2 minutes to be added on. It is now or never. Time is against them. Goes to finish!
Verdi quickly realised that he could have a pop.
And that is that. Nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch.